Hey friends, welcome back to She's At It Again. My name is Tanya. It is almost time to start making dinner, and what I mean by that is get the grill going. But I have an appetizer I want to share with you. These are called Meltaway Mushrooms, and if mushrooms are your thing, listen up. The information on these say they're irresistible. I believe it. Let's go see. So the first thing we want to do, we have 8 ounces of baby Bella mushrooms. These are the darker ones, not the white button mushrooms. You could probably use those, but recipe calls for baby Bellas. And we're just gonna take a dry brush. This is a toothbrush that I keep in the dishwasher all the time, and it's super soft, and it's for this reason only, is for things like this. I'm just wanting to brush that soil. Actually, it's probably soil-less potting mix, what they grow these in, I don't know. But I'm just gonna brush these like this just to get the debris off of them. And then each one, after I brush that off, I'm gonna take and cut the stem and the gills out of these mushrooms. I'm hoping you can see this well enough. Kind of pop it out like that. So we have most of the gills out and the stem, and I'm not gonna throw these away. These are gonna go in the freezer bag to use when a recipe calls for just mushrooms and stuff. Here's one with quite a bit of debris in it. Well, it just fell off in there. Let me pick another one up. See, this one has lots of debris in it, the dirt and stuff. But if you'll just take that toothbrush and just kind of dry brush it off. What you don't want to do is get the mushrooms wet unnecessarily, because they will soak up that moisture so much, and then you won't be tasting the oil and the other things you've added to these. You'll be tasting a lot of water, and that's not the texture that you want either. These are going to be baked in the oven. We're going to put a good savory filling in them and bake these, and you don't want them wet. Okay, again, I'm just cutting that gill. I'm not cutting all the way through to the top, obviously. Cutting around, kind of rocking this back and forth. Then you have an opening to put your filling in there. So we're gonna finish doing the rest of these. Okay, we're back over here at the island, and I have my helpers with me. They just got back from the groomer today, so they look completely naked, but I am so proud of how they look. All right, next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna put about 1.5 tablespoons of oil in a bowl. I'm just gonna eyeball this. And about 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Now, water you don't want on your mushrooms, but oil you do in this case. These are our mushroom caps. This is what they look like once I took the stems and the gills out. And I don't want to roughhouse them too much and break them up, but I do want the oil to coat the outside of them. So we're just going to toss them around like this. I'll put a tiny bit of pepper in there too. These back on there. Oh, I broke the sides off one. Shoot!
I was not wanting to do that.
I don't know why I'm propping them up in there, because they're not going to stick to the mushroom. All right, set that aside. And I've had this cream cheese softening for several hours. I went and ran errands, and it is very, very soft. This is 4 ounces of cream cheese, so 1/2 package of full-fat cream cheese. Just gonna mix that together like that. And we need about 4 slices of cooked bacon. usually keep bacon in my refrigerator, as I've told you before. You can chop this up with a knife. I'm just gonna tear it up with my fingers because I don't have a cutting board right in front of me and my fingers are clean. So this is okay. We need it chunky anyway. Cook up lots of bacon at one time in the oven on a broiler rack with a pan on the bottom that catches the renderings or the grease out of it, and I always use uncured bacon. So in the end, I have crispy bacon to put in the fridge that's ready for anything that I need to put it in. Plus I also have rendered bacon fat to use in just really anything that calls for that, which if you're from the South, most things call for that. All right, let me wipe the grease off my hands. The next thing we're gonna add to this is a teaspoon of prepared horseradish. And I think, as best I can remember, most of the times if it's not in the deli section of your supermarket, it's probably close to the ricotta cheese, sour cream, and cottage cheese, I think. Maybe in the produce, I don't know. This is what it looks like. And this is just grated horseradish. We just need a teaspoon of it. Don't get more than a teaspoon. So, just a teaspoon. We need 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder. Mix this up. It smells really good. Horseradish, if you don't know, smells like shrimp cocktail sauce because that's the main ingredient in there. If you don't know what shrimp cocktail sauce smells like, I really don't know what to tell you about horseradish. I'd never had it as a kid. I didn't know what it was, but I did love me some shrimp cocktail, and I did like the sauce that went with it. So I was very familiar with the flavor after all and just didn't know what I was eating. Horseradish is good in a lot of things. Okay, so we're gonna take that and divide it among our mushroom caps, and I have this tiny little cookie dough scoop that has a dasher inside. So I might see if I can put it in there with that and just get kind of an even amount in each one. We'll see. Hope you can see what I'm doing. Whoopsie, get back in there. When this bakes, obviously the cream cheese is gonna become more liquefied and flatten out a bit. Once there's oil on them, they become just a tad slick. So you may or may not be able to hang on to them. Now, if you have a metal baking pan, you might want to put parchment down. This is one of those pans that I don't care what I cook in it. If it burns, it comes off. It's kind of miraculous. I want to say it's a Corelle dish, and I bought it back years ago when our house burned. I needed to replenish some of my baking dishes, and I found this at Kohl's, and man, it is so resilient to any stains or something that might typically stick to a metal pan. It will not stick to this dish. I think it's called something like New Creations or something like that, and they may not even still make it. I don't know. That was 22, 23 years ago. Okay. I've got more in here that I can use, and I hate to waste it. So we won't. What a mess. Okay, wipe the hands again. Okay, the next thing we want to do is just get some dried parsley. This is just to top it off and make it look pretty. Really, I don't think there's a flavor purpose in it necessarily. But I'm just going to sprinkle a tiny bit on each one. So you might use 1/4 of a teaspoon of dried parsley. And if you have fresh parsley, that's fine too, I'm sure. It's going to get dried when it goes in the oven anyway. Okay. All right, I'm going to put this back in the refrigerator. I have to go get my grill ready. I'll come in and preheat the oven while I feed the doggies. And then I'm going to bake these off while I'm walking the doggies, because it takes me about 20 minutes. We're going to bake these in a 350 oven for about 20 to 25 minutes. And I'll bring you back when we put them in the oven just to remind you what they look like, and then let you see the final product at the end. So we'll be right back. Timer just went off and the mushrooms are ready, so let's get those out. And this is what they look like. Okay, I know those mushrooms are soft, so I can see those juices flowing in there. And they smell good too. So, all right guys, that's our appetizer. I have some meat I just took off the grill, just some thin, I don't know, beef of some kind. I don't know. It's all cow to me. These are super sweet onions, and I'm frying them in olive oil, and I have a little bit of masa sprinkled on them and some salt, so they kind of have the flavor of onion rings, but without the hassle of onion rings. So anyway, that's dinner, and we're about ready to eat as soon as my husband comes back in the house from taking the trash out. So anyway, recipe will be in the description as always, and we look forward to sharing something again with you real soon. Hopefully I'll remember to put in the first comment when the video comes out what we think of these. So they look good. I'm hoping they're as good as they smell.